See, and someone says, well, what do you mean, what are you choosing? You know, what you're thinking. You're thinking something. You're always on. You never shut up. You know, really. You might say, yeah, well, you, you know, when you really find out that you've known all along, see, and 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 you actually got a glimpse of it here and there, but you didn't open it and quicken it. And I remember Neville saying all the time, open it and quicken it right then, right there. Don't wait until you go out and get in your car or get home and you're gonna do it tomorrow. Yeah, yeah, they're still doing it tomorrow. But are you? Yeah, hey, I used all the tact. I had justifications and reasons for not doing and not doing. And then once you experience the doing of it, man, you're on it, off to the races. And it becomes your favorite thing to do. Someone said something about what do you do for a pastime? Well, I guess, but I mean, what do you mean? What do I do for that? I don't know, and I really wouldn't know what to tell you. You see, the thing of it is, people are always saying what they need, then ask for it. That's it, isn't it? He said, "You receive not because you ask not." Someone says, well, but I ask and I ask and I ask and man, I pray and I got sore knees from kneeling there and, and nothing. But that's what you expected. You always get what you expect, not necessarily what you want, unless they just happen to be the same thing. But that's just it. You're not looking at it that way, but you can. You can change your mind and change your will. And like Jesus told you that he of himself can do nothing. That one really rattled my cage, I'll tell you. That Jesus, of himself could do nothing. That the Father within did all the work. And aren't you told if God didn't do it, it wasn't done? I mean, come on. It's all put together for you there, but yeah, I could be telling you about the stories, and actually, they were very colorful, even just reading them out of the book, because that is if you're really interested to vision what you're reading, because it's the visions. Every vision has its pointed out. What they're showing you is they're showing you an individual, what he's thinking about, and then what he winds up doing. But does he know that what he's doing was what he was thinking before? You see, the stories, it shows you that each person has shown you to some degree about how they're thinking. And then if you follow the story down the line a little longer, the individual, it played out exactly what he was talking about here. And you're doing the same thing. Right here, right now, you're doing the same thing. And if it's not lovely and of good report, then you'll be complaining about it. And wow, all things produce after their own kind. So you don't want to go there because oh no, I experienced that. I was a complainer. Boy, you can really stack it up against yourself and then complain about that. You're on all the time. You have to remember every word must be accounted for. See, you see, you're not taking this seriously if you're not abiding in it, because it's your way. It's all that you've been looking for. The way home to see who you are, and that's all you're here to do. Is you're here to direct your own inner conversations. inward or outwardly. They, that's right. You're a director. Just yeah, like someone with the great movies and then the directors. They're the guys that get the bucks about it. But but you're on all the time. See, that's what you have to remember. There's no off time. You're doing something in mind all the time. And like I said, you can't think two thoughts at the same time. It may be just a little minuscule of a moment, but you can't. And so that puts you in charge. So you're in charge because you're thinking feelingly about something all the time. And that's what you wind up experiencing. And when you once you actually catch yourself setting yourself up, I mean, uh, that's major. If you catch yourself setting yourself up, and well, if you're a person with a lot of problems, then you spent a lot of time worrying about, and worrying about brings about. So I mean, there you are. You, you have to help yourself, and all you have to do to help yourself is just watch what you're suggesting to yourself, because you have a valid say. And when you say something, it matters. Every word of it matters, meaning that it's an experience happening a little ahead of you. And every vision has its appointed hour and will ripen. And claim it or not, it's yours. Well, that's what they talked about, didn't they? All through Scripture, the people who were actually denying themselves, but yet they were blaming God. Well, yeah, well, you didn't do this, and you didn't help me then, and all you know.
We're still blaming God.
Absolutely, absolutely, and even when I knew better, I was still doing the same thing. You see, because you're not watching what you're thinking. You understand? And you could be damning God. See, and without mentioning him. Wise, not smart at all. I mean, yeah, that's what it told me. Yeah, dumbass. Yeah, yeah. Actually, I earned that title. But you see, the thing of it was a time when I recognized it. You understand? I actually recognized I did that. I did that. And it's probably something you're going to be smiling about, that you did that. But you know, it says, blessed is the man that does not condemn himself for that which he has allowed. There it is. That's what everyone's going to church for, isn't it? And one sentence. And you're complaining about how difficult it is, but that's what you've been taught, that it's difficult, that they need to explain every little detail to you, and that there are so many holy things, but then what's not holy if there's only God?
Absolutely.
I never got that one. You see, what would that be? Would that be thinking for yourself, or
Absolutely.
from environment?
Absolutely.
See, you're told to be in the world, but not to be of the world. Well, what would you be being of the world? You're human and you're in the world, but no. It's mindsets. They're making you have mindsets. They're telling you what can go wrong, and even when it's not going wrong, you're setting it up for be wrong the next time thought comes up because you're running it off in your head. See, this is the metaphysical art theater, not church. You're the church. You're the temple of the living God, not some building. Beautiful buildings, though. They're just fabulous, but they don't do anything for you. You do what you take in with you and what you bring out with you. That's it. And you're told that you asked for what you wanted, leave with it. Because God said yes. God said, you turn to me, I'll turn to you. So on his side of the equation, it's already a done deal. He's already said, you're not waiting for him to say yes for you. When he told you, you turn to me, I'll turn to you. And that's God. See? It's God saying that to you, first person. And how does he know you? If you knew that much of what he knows about you, hey, I am with you always, he says. Always. Wouldn't always be right now.
Right now.
So if he's with you right now and he's telling you to choose this day, and the thing of it is that not only is it always this day, but it is this day all day. So if you've made a request in the morning hours and decided differently, you're still on. See, that's what we're trying to instill in your mind, that you're on all the time. You wouldn't close your eyes and you go walking down across on the street and that, would you? Yeah. 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 No.
Maybe.
Some things you just can't reveal.
Yeah.
But if they really just understood that you can't think two thoughts at the same time, just sit down and think about that. You see, because what happens is what you're focused on is drawing to it more like going on. Okay? You're always answered. Every prayer is answered. But what you got was what you expected, not necessarily what you wanted. See? So if you're going off to church seeking something, fine. You could have done it at home, but okay. So here you are, and you're asking God, and he tells you what you asked for, you believe you have it, it's yours. That's all there is to it. It's that simple. All that other stuff is because they know how lazy, how double-minded we are. How we'll put anything off to tomorrow. Even what's good for you. Because it's something you didn't want to do. So you figure if you just put it aside for a little bit, it'll go away. And it does. That's really what man forgetting is. I had a half a dozen of Neville's tapes. And I listened to them at least one every night for years before it actually touched base. I began thinking differently. The importance of having a CD, because what has your focus has your life. Think about it. We're not asking you to join anything, but you have to have the CDs. You have to have the DVDs. You have to listen to them. It's you training this. Listen, listen, listen.
But as Mr. Lindell stated, you have to listen to them repeatedly. And again, for those who are interested, click the link below and it will take you to the 4 CD set, and you'll be able to transform not only your mind, but your world.